don't know how to defend yourself by throwing proper punches, that could be a problem. So here's what you want to do when you're learning how to defend yourself and throw punches the right way. You want to be able to put a lot of sting on your punch. You don't want to come off balance when you throw a punch. And number two, you want to make sure that whenever you're using punch logistics properly, you're going to have proper hand wraps. Punch logistics will help you in any situation. You can increase your punch power by 30% just by knowing how to turn your punch over and pivot off the back foot and step on the punch. That's what these little tweaks when you're trying to learn to defend yourself are, how important that they are. So when you're doing this, this is kind of what you want to do to make sure that you have this down. First of all, you can use something to cover your hands, which is, I always choose to use hand wraps. And most of the time now, when I encourage someone to use them, I make sure that there's a padding on the knuckles first. So we'll take one short hand wrap. So yes, when you buy them in twos, two sets, a minimal. The reason why is because you want to have the shorter one, let's just say the kid size that you use solely for your knuckles. Roll it all the way up, create that padding, and then go behind it with the big baby, 180 inches. And when you're doing that, you're protecting your hands, and now you can throw power shots and you can defend yourself the proper way. Over the weekend coming up, there's a fight card that's loaded with all of the top heavyweights, right? Now, when you're punching with over 200 pounds of power, weight behind that power, then the rules change. But if you're not over 200 pounds and you learn how to throw the punches right, straights, jabs, hooks, all of those things are better when you know how to throw them, and you know how you can throw them better is what I'm going to show you today. When you can throw the punch better, it's typically because someone's calling out numbers for you. And so the punch number chart is very useful. Hence is why Mike Tyson had so much success in the ring, because when he was in the boxing match, no one knew what those numbers were. So instead of saying right hand, throw a left hook, throw a right to the body, he'd say 1732. And then that made combination punching so much more effective. But the most beautiful part of having good punch combinations is knowing how to put them together after you've learned how to actually throw the punch. So punch technique is so vital. Each one from 1 through 12, which is what our punch number chart goes to. And so if you can see right here, you're getting ready to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're going from the top to the middle to the body, And when you got that flow, that's kind of where you'll find the best kind of a vibration with feeling a certain way and having your feet up under you when you're throwing punches. I don't want you to get discouraged if you don't have it down yet, because what I'm going to do is give you all an opportunity to have that punch numbers chart at the end. But the best thing is you'll also get the video tutorial to go with it so that it's clear, because you're going to learn all of the punches and then you'll learn how to put them together in combination. So that'll help you really get to the next level of your boxing. Now, over the weekend coming up, you'll see these guys like Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. These guys are punchers, super real punchers. And when you see these kind of guys in the game doing what they do, you know, these guys are heavy hitters.
always been?
Now,
Process gets better. You learn more. Just lock in and fight, and just focus fully.
You're quite different to how you were yesterday. You were nice and relaxed yesterday. Today you seem to have retreated a little bit further into fight mode.
Correct.
these guys are ready to fight. So when you look at guys like that, Anthony Joshua has a monster straight right hand. So does Deontay Wilder. So they'll be pairing off against two different oppositions in order so that they can come on a collision course. Now, what do you think is the most unique skill and technique that separates these two? Yeah, you're right. The logistics of their punches. That's what's going to be the difference in separation whenever you see these two match up. See, when you turn your punches right, no matter how good a person's chin is, just that extra snap, it just totally does something to you. So when you're looking at these numbers, what these numbers will do is it give you clarity on how you can actually work and develop more fluidity, more combinations, more opportunities to hit the person, and better punch logistics allows you to get that power punch, that Sunday punch, that knockout punch, that total daze 'em shot or KO 'em shot. And that's kind of what you'll have to do. Now, tomorrow, what we're going to do, we decided to give it to you in a way that you can really learn how this actually looks. So tomorrow, there'll be mid segments. So with that being said, there are different type mitts that will allude you to, or that will direct you on how to use certain mitts for different particular things. So stay tuned for that tomorrow morning, and you'll see that. And I think that'll help anyone that's trying to improve their punching ability and their power, their speed, their accuracy. All of those things will require a different style mitt if you want to get the most out of them. But today, the focus is just basic punch logistics. Boom, all 12 shots, pop, throwing those hooks, knowing how to dig down and bend the knees. And if you want to use this, not only are we giving it to you, we're giving it to you for free and a tutorial. All you got to do is type puncher and you'll receive an email. An email, or email us on the page so that you can get that, start using it. And the most beautiful part of it is the first time that I was able to use it, we were actually in Virginia doing a training camp up near the mountains. But when we were able to put these things together, one of my mentors had told me that in order to flow a punch from one to the next, you don't separate it and throw one and then one and then one. So as we were in the game, in a ring we were actually doing a smoker. So he called me over and he said, "Hey, let's we call it run the numbers. Don't hit them 1-1-1. Run the numbers." So run the numbers is stay on the balls of your feet as you're throwing your combinations, and boom, boom, boom. So before the first punch goes, the second punch is already behind it. And so as we sparred, he said, before you go, the only focus is to run numbers. So when we ran numbers, we went into the ring, much more experienced fighter, but the fighter was trying to take it out on the other sparring partner. So we got in the ring and I said, let's peck and poke, run numbers. And we did it. And we call those, when it comes to our punch logistics, our Ray Robinson. So we said, we're going to Ray Robinson, flurry, boom, 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 and close with a Sunday punch. So we would hit, pop, 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 touch, boom. And not only did we have a very successful sparring session, you kind of cement your skill set and understanding of how to compete against anyone. So that's what I think you guys should have a great takeaway when you open this up. And you'll see that there's a method where you learn your punch logistics first, and then you learn how to create fluidity with your punch. So you're running your numbers. So you'll also get several combinations that you'll get to use that will show you how to run numbers. And you'll also get a demo in that tutorial that'll really bring clarity around how to actually throw the punch. So hopefully you can put that right to work, and stay tuned tomorrow. So if you want to use that, be sure to type puncher down in the comment boxes and email us your email address, and you will get those two to put into work. I would say always think of how many rounds you do each set, 6 to 8 rounds, and concentrate on those areas. I do 4 to 5 minute rounds when I'm doing mitts and punch logistics. I never take shortcuts. I would even go as much as 8 minutes per round, because punch logistics takes so much more attention to detail. And there's so many more little minute things that you want to do to incorporate that the speed of the punch, the execution of the punch, and the power impact. So hopefully you will enjoy every minute of it. Stay tuned tomorrow as we show you exactly how to utilize the mitt work. It's going to just be a constant beneficial education for all of you. And if you want more, remember to go to subscribe to www.masterboxingllc.com to get updates on what you will be in for that day, and tutorials that give you more insight on boxing. See, the difference between what the internet is offering and what we do is we go deeper into the skill. So when you want true understanding, and sometimes you just want to see the skill, but when you want true understanding, that's when you go up to our website and then you subscribe. If you're just trying to watch clips, we have a ton of things for you to watch down here on our page, or go over to YouTube. The most important thing is the moment you're ready to put your student hat on and get serious about learning and not just capturing a snapshot picture, then subscribe to the website then. And that will be what takes you to that next level, the boxing. That's all I got. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, continue blessings. Remember, if you want to learn how to throw those shots and learn all of your punch numbers, type puncher down in the comment boxes below, and I'll see you in the winner's circle. Special shouts out to my brothers in the School of Boxing, the top 1% trainers in the game. Be guys. I'm out of here. Peace.